What do you see when you look at an empty room? Most people see nothing, an absence, a blank, something waiting to be filled. But in Japanese, that emptiness has a name and a meaning that goes much deeper than anything the word empty can hold. Ku, the kanji for sky, for air, for space, but also for emptiness itself. Not the emptiness of loss, not the emptiness of something missing, the emptiness that makes everything else possible. Think of a bowl. Its usefulness comes not from the clay, not from the weight of it in your hands or the smoothness of its surface. It comes from the hollow space inside. Without that emptiness, it holds nothing. It becomes nothing. It is just matter, taking up space. Ku is that hollow, the space that invites, the silence that allows sound to exist, the gap that makes connection possible. In Zen Buddhism, Ku is one of the most profound concepts a person can encounter. It appears in the Heart Sutra, one of the most recited texts in all of Buddhism, chanted in temples across Japan every single morning, in a phrase that has puzzled philosophers for centuries. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. You can feel Ku in a Japanese garden. The carefully raked gravel, each line drawn with intention. The single stone placed just so, not at the center, but slightly off, because perfection leaves no room for the imagination. The space between the stones are not forgotten, not accidental, but designed, considered, alive. In a Western garden, empty space is often filled. More flowers, more color, more life. In a Japanese garden, the empty space is the life. You can feel it in music too. The rest between notes. The breath a musician takes before a phrase begins. The silence after the last note fades. And the audience holds it, without moving, without speaking, for just a moment longer than feels natural. That moment is Ku, and every musician knows it is often the most powerful part of the performance. Q asks a different question. What if the empty space is not a problem to be solved? What if the silence is not something to be filled, but something to be entered? What if the hollow place is exactly where you need to be? Q, not nothing, everything, waiting. Kotoba explores Japanese words that hold what other languages can't quite say. Subscribe to carry these words with you. The next word is waiting.